always nice to see our reigning monarch of 70 years out and about looking as brilliant as ever. And of course, you know, sometimes without much fanfare, as we saw with this recent visit to a hospice in Maidstone in Kent, not too far away from Windsor Castle. But as ever for our gracious monarch, there's always a backlash, and here it is. As we know, our wonderful monarch of 70 years recently celebrated her Platinum Jubilee to great success. But of course there were sort of blips along the way, certain things that she couldn't attend, obviously for those mobility movements. And we were told about those. And then of course she couldn't go to the state opening of Parliament, which got a lot of the abolish the monarchy people having a go. And as we've said many times here on the show, it seems a bit cruel, doesn't it? You know, look at the lady's age, and more importantly, look at what she's done for us and continues to do. But what I liked about this particular story was, as I say, you know, every now sort of appearance from the monarch is really down to the last moment, how she feels on the day. She will in principle agree, and there are many things in the diary, but like all of us, you know, she has good and bad days. And I think the fact that she turned up to this very special event says a lot about her character, grace and skill, because obviously these particular people are at an end of life care. And whatever reasons you may think, it's very difficult, not just for them, but of course for their families and everybody around them. So it must have been a brilliant uplift to see our wonderful monarch alongside her daughter, Princess Anne, just popping up at the last minute to go and visit and chat. I mean, really, what a wonderful thing to do. Hospice has been there for more than 30 years and has been providing palliative and end-of-life care and support to people across the East Berkshire and South Buckinghamshire area. The lovely thing about this, I think, is that its services are free for those who need care, and more than 50% of the 13 million annual running costs come from its charitable trust, something that the Queen was very moved by. But of course, as I say, there's always a backlash, but the monarch really wanted to go because, as she said, you know, the people there are doing such sterling work. It's heartfelt, hard work, and more importantly, they're giving their time, which is all the more precious in those particular months and moments ahead for these people. Now, when you look at these pictures of the monarch at the hospice, she just looks very happy, and what they really needed at that point was a happy, beaming, smiling face. And so to have Princess Anne and the Queen both in attendance, without any fanfare, I might point out, it was very much a pared down visit. What a lovely, well, I just think, moment for everybody, and particularly, as I say, for the families concerned, for these poor people that are currently in there. We'd like to wish them all well, but really, as ever, I'd like to wish not just the patients the very best and their families, but a huge thank you to Her Majesty the Queen for taking no notice of the naysayers and of course the cruel critics who say, oh, you know, they don't do any good. This visit will have done those people the absolute power and world of good. I'm sure you'll all agree. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.